Hey everybody, this is Doug Schauf with Remax Oceanside and MakeMaineYourHome.com. In this week's episode of the Make Maine Your Home podcast, I sit down with Leanne Huey, and she's with New England Marketing Solutions. She has come up with a great app called The Other Maine. So let's do this. All right, everybody, I am here with Leanne Huey, and she is with New England Marketing Solutions. And I'm really excited about this because we're going to talk about her new app that she has come up with called The Other Maine. And it's really a great app for users to get familiar with Maine. So I'm really excited to chat about this. So Leanne, thanks for coming on. I appreciate your time.
I'm excited to be here.
Good. So let's start off. I always like to learn a little bit about, the guests that come on. So I understand you're like a true Mainer. Where are you from?
I was born in Augusta, Maine, raised in Litchfield and West Gardner, Maine, spent a bunch of, mostly Kennebec County, spent a lot of my life in Reedfield and Manchester. My husband was the fire chief in Manchester for about 14 years, right outside Augusta.
Yeah.
So I really grew up within like a 25 to a 35 mile radius all my life. Went to Gardner High School.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
you're like in the heart of Maine. You're kind of like right there in the center.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of like down in the right ventricle part.
yeah, that's right. I always forget how big Maine is when
I know.
Once you get going up there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, after my husband and I worked for two big corporations in television and radio for many, many years. I had a very successful sign business called Chiefly Signs and Flags with my husband in Manchester for almost 20 years.
Great.
And 5 kids. We have 13 grandchildren now.
Wow.
And we've moved on.
5 kids.
5 kids, and we homeschooled our kids.
You did? Oh my goodness. Geez, we have 3 kids and we thought we were crazy.
Well, just add a few more. Once you hit 3, you might as well add them.
You might as well just keep piling them in there. Yeah. That's funny. Well, it's interesting that you did the homeschooling. Obviously a lot of people are homeschooling now, not necessarily by choice. That's an interesting life there, huh? What was that like, raising all 5 of them?
It taught my kids to be self-motivated. It taught them to be workers, and it wasn't my decision to homeschool the kids. It was my kids' decision. They went to school up to 6th grade.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to go to the big high school and the junior high school and deal with the peer pressure of not being tall enough. They're too fat. They're too skinny.
Right.
They wanted to stay home, and they didn't want to deal with that. They just wanted to learn their studies and get it done. And all 5 of our kids, some have been very successful. One of our daughters works at the Best Buy in Augusta. She's been there for 11 years, and she travels all over the United States in the gaming system.
Oh yeah, that's great.
And she gets to play all those games, and they take her feedback. So she's become a manager at Best Buy in a corporate store. My other daughter
that's like a kid's dream right there, right?
Oh yeah, I used to keep her off the great gaming, and she's gone back into it.
Now she's in it.
But she's good at it. She's really, really good at it. My other daughter works for PCHC up here in Brewer and Bangor area as a medical assistant. My other son is right now, he works for us as a maintenance person at our hotels.
Great.
And another one is a deli manager at Hannaford.
Great.
So they all have gone on to leadership things from homeschooling. So don't fret the homeschooling. The homeschooling is the best opportunity.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great opportunity for families and kids for sure. I don't know if our family is cut out for it long term, but we're hanging in there.
Did you see the Facebook video where the mom, when school opened, the mom is doing a flyby with her vehicle and she's pushing her kids out of the car, like, go back to school.
Go get out of here. Yeah.
It was funny. Yeah.
So So this is a good segue because I heard you mention that you have hotels, and how long have you had hotels? And you're mostly in like the Bangor Brewer area now, right?
We are. This is how the other Maine kind of came about.
Right. Yeah.
This was the whole idea is when I lived in Augusta, grew up in Augusta area, I never had to go above Waterville because everybody up in northern Maine, they had flannel shirts, moose for pets.
Hey, come on. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, see, you guys are learning. No,
Yeah.
they're it's very tastefully worn.
Right.
Um, but I had a stigma in my mind that there was nothing up here.
Right. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
was
I
no
see what you're
reason.
saying.
I could go to Portland, I could go to Boston, I could go to Lewiston, Auburn. I could go to Boothbay Harbor. Who needed Bar Harbor?
Right.
I grew up in Maine, lived in Maine my entire life, and I had never gone to Bar Harbor. Ever.
Isn't that something? Yeah.
Never been to the top of Cadillac Mountain.
Wow.
And my first impression when we first moved up here with our career transition, I ended up losing my jobs in 2008 during the last big
No. Yeah.
economic fall.
Lot of people.
Lost all my retirement, the whole 9 yards. My
Oh
kids
wow.
were all grown up. I had a huge change in my season in life. So
Mm.
I decided that I was going to start my own business and talk to small businesses of how to survive during that time.
Oh, okay.
In that process, a radio station, a small radio station that a church owned up in Bangor, Maine,
Hmm.
um, found out that I had education in that, and they asked me to be their director of development
Oh, great. Yeah.
in Bangor.
Wow.
I'm from Augusta.
Yeah. And you're like, huh?
I'm from below Newport. I am not going to Bangor.
Right. Right. Why would I go there?
Why would I go there? They have moose as pets and bears in their backyard, and they cut lumber, and that's why they
Yeah.
call it the toothbrush. They only have one tooth.
Right. Right.
That is, and I don't, please don't take that as an offense. That
Right.
was my perception
Sure.
of Bangor, Maine, in the Worcester County. So that's why I developed the other Maine. We came up here as general managers. We sold our house. We sold all our assets. My husband retired as the fire chief in Manchester.
Hmm.
And I came up and became the director of development. Well, during that time, we used to do pledge drives to raise money for this nonprofit radio station. And I was trying to drive back to Augusta one night. It was black ice, and I almost got killed by an oil tanker.
Yeesh.
I went back to the radio station and slept on the very hard couch in the kitchen until the next day.
Yeah.
And they said, "Why did you do that? We have a hotel that provides rooms for our guests
Yeah.
called Vacation Land Inn." So I started staying at Vacation Land Inn in Brewer as a radio station director of development guest.
Hmm.
And the owners at the time came to me when I was having breakfast and they said, "Can you please help us? You're the lady from the radio station. We'd love for you to help us. We don't know what we're doing in hospitality. We need someone like you to look at what we're doing. Should we sell it? Should we quit? Should we go away? What should we do?"
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay.
So I said, okay. So they became my second big client
Yeah.
in my new business.
Yeah. Great.
And as the story goes, it ended up that we ended up on Hotel Impossible in 2014. We became their general managers. My husband and I both living here, working here,
Oh,
and
wow.
we took over their business with them just running the daily operations, and they just kind of paid the bills, and I got them the money, and they paid the bills, and we
Great.
worked great together as a team. They ended up that Hotel Impossible came, did a show, and Anthony Malcurry recommended that they lease the business to us and give us the option to buy it, that they leave, and we're doing such a great job, they should just walk away
Oh,
and
wow.
sell it to us.
Interesting.
Well, at the time, this is a big property. We didn't have that sort of money. We were just getting debt free, getting out from under the 2008 drama.
Right.
And another opportunity came up in 2015 with the Charles Inn, a historic inn downtown. Hotel Impossible came back to my husband and I. They brought us in as the experts on that show.
Oh, wow.
And on that show, the owner of the hotel handed us the keys and went to Florida.
Really? Like, hey, you guys take it, right?
That's what she wanted. She
Right.
wanted. She was in retirement years. She wanted to enjoy her health. She wanted to enjoy her grandchildren and family. And
That's one way to do it, right?
we came up with a bunch of agreements with attorneys and did it the legal way. And she gave us a 4-year lease. I came back to the family that we were working for at Vacation Land Inn and said, hey, here's the deal. Here's the lease with you, the lease with them. And he goes, I can't do it.
Mm,
He had reasons that he couldn't. It was not that he didn't want to. He had to protect himself and
right.
his financial investments. Couldn't take a risk that we'd blow it. Ended up that we gave our notice and we went and started running the Charles Inn downtown, our own hotel.
Isn't that great? Yeah.
We had about $30,000 saved in the bank. The day and within 3 weeks, I had $1.98 left to my name.
That's an
My,
interesting feeling. Yeah.
my husband wanted a pizza, and I said it's called ramen and tuna fish casserole.
Right, right. Just close your eyes and picture a pizza, and that's the best. That's the best you get.
Yep. That was in September 2015.
Oh wow.
So I know how to do graphic design with the sign business and stuff. So in 2015, when we had $1.98 left and no reservations coming in to
Wow.
the hotel, we decided that actually, I can tell you that in October, we sold our first wedding and sold the whole building out. And we
Oh wow.
kickstarted. We got onto bookings, Expedia. We did all the marketing stuff we needed to do. And by December, we had made more money and from the middle of September 21st to December 31st than she had ever made in any year prior.
Oh wow. Good for you. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Just
So it
by
was very
just by getting those marketing
getting the marketing going.
wheels turning. That's great. Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coming up with local ideas, creating date nights, getting the locals in, we did a lot of great stuff. We
Yeah.
offered
Awesome.
a coffee house to come in and everything. So in March of 2016, after being so busy cleaning this place up, doing the remodeling, getting everything done, I wound up struck down with a really bad flu that was going around for about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So I always had an idea of having my own Vacation Land Inn like shopper magazine
Yeah.
and with the exits of I-95 and say, okay, let's do coupons. So when travelers are coming, they can pick up these magazines at the travel stops in different places, download it online, show the coupon and visit those places off from exit 161 in Etna or wherever they're going. And they know that there's a store, they know there's a restaurant, they know there's a restroom, there's fuel, there's lodging. That's always been my dream to do that.
Right.
So when I was so sick, I started to design the magazine and
Oh,
wasn't
cool.
sure what to call it because we didn't own Vacation Land Inn. We owned the Charles Inn.
Gotcha.
So I lost
Yeah.
my main brand,
Right.
Vacation Land Inn.
Well,
So when I was
now
sitting
you gotta
there,
go. You gotta go buy that then.
yeah, and I'm like, nobody's going to pick up the Charles Inn magazine.
Yeah.
So I wanted that Maine brand because I am a native Mainer and I love my state.
Hmm.
So I said, technology is going to go way beyond print someday. Print is
Yeah.
still great, but it's still not enough.
Right.
So I Googled how to build an app.
That's cool.
And here it is.
That
So
that's
so I I
that's awesome.
so that's the story of how the origin of the Other Maine started. So now the Other Maine has about 87,000 downloads. That's the plateau.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's big.
Um, I never
Eighty-seven
knew.
thousand downloads. Okay. Now,
Yep.
where are all these people like finding the app? Like, how are you reaching that many people?
Well, I'm in the Maine Tourism Association as a member with our
Okay.
hotels.
Yeah.
I'm with Hospitality Maine, the Greater Bangor CVB,
Hmm.
which is the Conference Visitors Bureaus. The different organizations help to
Okay.
refer people to it. But the biggest thing is I hire kids from like Husson College, University of Maine in Orono, that for the summer months during the peak months to work for us in housekeeping and different things.
Yeah.
I
Sure.
learned the challenge that you can't have a student from Alabama or Tennessee or California who's going to UMO or Husson University for pharmaceutical or legal science, standing at your front desk answering the question of where to get the best lobster roll. How do I
Oh,
get to
right.
the
Yeah.
harbor?
Yeah. How do they know?
Which way which way is Moosehead?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Right.
They didn't know. How do I get to Augusta? Which do I go north or south to get to Portland?
Hmm.
They had no idea and they were dumbfounded. And the last thing I want to do with our guest services staff is to make them feel inadequate at their job.
Right. Yeah, of course.
So basically now they say, well, there's a couple of things you can do. One, I can tell you Bar Harbor's behind me, Portland's in front of me. So when they're standing, very
Yeah.
simple. Okay.
That way for there, this way. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So get the idea of standing at the desk, go this way to go to Calais, that way. So what ends up happening is we've created the app on our homepage of our website, vacationlandinns.com,
Okay.
and they tell them to download the app. Once it's downloaded, go to your room, get settled, check it out. If they need any technology help, the guest services staff can assist them with that portion of pinning it to their page if they have an Android, showing
Right.
them how to get the use to use it. But the great thing is that it looks like this once they get it.
Yeah.
So when they want to know how to go to Portland, Maine, they click on I-95. It's all alphabetical by exit
Oh,
and
that's
the
cool.
exit
Yeah.
number.
Yeah,
So
that's
then
cool.
once they get there, if they're going to go to Millinocket, Maine, because they want to go up to Baxter State Park,
Hmm.
there's lodging, shows them the hiking trails, it links to everything,
Oh, that's
shows
all.
Maine
Yeah.
guides,
Yeah, that's
mainly
great.
coffee. It has links if they want to buy that coffee or email them to see if they're open. It's
Right.
all directly linked right to the businesses that are in that market.
Right. So people come to Maine and they're, and they find this app. They basically have their tour guide right in their pocket there, you know.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
the great thing about the app, I don't know if you noticed with it, I didn't demonstrate it, but when you back up, when you hit the back button, like on your desktop,
Hmm.
and you back up to where you've been, it's the same with the app. You're not gonna look for Portland, Maine, and or Bangor, Maine, and find Portland, Oregon. You're looking for this restaurant, you realize, oh my word, it says Oregon. We're not in Oregon, we're in Maine.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
Google will grab that common word.
yeah.
Google's an amazing, amazing thing, but that's worldwide. We just want to show them Maine, where to
Right.
go. So I was in here as the link. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a button.
Oh
Now
yeah,
I'm back to my exits.
gets you right back there. Yeah.
Now I'm back to my homepage. Now you're doing, you do real estate. So this shows homes for sale,
Right.
people that you can talk to. And matter of fact, your face is right there. So they can go find you
Good.
and connect with you. And
Yeah, perfect.
that's the whole idea of this app is to get people together,
Hmm.
um, and to present Maine the way that local businesses want people to see them and the way
Right.
they want people to see Maine.
Right.
And
Now, and
that way they
I'm
can,
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I
no, go
said,
ahead.
I guess what I wanted to make sure that everybody realized, this is absolutely free to all the end users, correct? I mean, nobody's paying money to use the app, right?
No, the only people that are going to pay money was myself to build it, to
Right.
create a tool that works in hospitality for Maine, as well as the advertisers.
Yeah.
And I was in marketing and advertising for, I don't know how many years, 35 years.
Right.
And I've worked with big companies like EAB International that I've sat at the table with them and helped them write the Martin's jingle. Should have
Oh,
bought it when I
nice.
started at Martin's.
Yeah, that's cool.
I
I mean,
VIP that,
who doesn't know that,
right. So I mean, now you've
Yeah,
met a person behind the scenes that works with those people.
that's cool.
Um, it is a free app for everybody. What I've done, because I was in marketing and advertising for numerous years, working with jingles, video, audio brands, creating logos for people, I wanted to have something that was very affordable for the small business person in Bar Harbor, Booth Bay, up in Aroostook County, like the coffee company, mainly coffee that you saw on there. It's
Right.
$99 a year to be
Yeah,
on the
and
app.
that's very inexpensive to get some exposure there. So yeah, and that's definitely, if any businesses are out there, watching this, contact Leanne and get some more information about it. It's very, very easy to get your information on there. So
You just have to have a website or a Facebook page or an Instagram page that you want to attach it to. That way it's always live content for them. When you
right,
update your stuff, the app is updated.
always updated. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, awesome.
And it does have it has an alert that if, like, say a link broke, it will send me a
Oh, yeah.
message that this particular link broke, and I can call and get it fixed and go fix it right away. So it has very little interruption time.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So you're able to make sure that it's up to date. Yeah, because there's nothing worse than going on there, clicking on something and
And you get error 404.
yeah, exactly.
It doesn't represent the businesses very well. So
Yeah.
I've set it up so I am actually alerted
Hmm.
that the link broke, and it will tell me when it's changed, and I go in and I update I'll go put it in and fix it.
Right. So really, we're finding on this app, we'll find anything from real estate to restaurants to coffee shops, trails and guides and all sorts of stuff, right?
Tells you where to hike, where to bike, where to ski, where to walk. You have river walks, beach walks, woods walks, city
Jeez.
walking trails.
It's
Um,
almost like
and
you're in the mid. It's like you're writing a jingle right now. We're gonna
oh yes,
bike,
walk the other Maine.
yeah, hike and bike and something.
Now you have a head going.
Right?
I'm gonna call up my friend Eddie, the jingle man, and go, okay, but we do have a jingle,
Yeah,
and it's for our business, and it's Explore the Other Maine with Vacation Land Inns.
that's great.
So we
That's
do
awesome.
have one written, so I can
That's
send
awesome.
you that if you want it.
I would love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Um,
So,
anything else to add regarding the app that you can, anything new coming up or,
well, you're inviting people to come live, work, and play and go to school in Maine, right?
Yep.
So as people come, you can download the app, but I think it's really cool to show that if you really want to see Maine for what it is, Jeremy and I have put some things together. There's video that you can put on here. So if you have video for your business,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
all this is all high-end video of a Mainer discovering Maine.
Oh, that's very cool. Yeah.
It's little
So you can
10-minute
hear,
videos. You can
yeah.
hear the language, you can hear the culture, you
Mm,
can feel when you get here, you're like, this is what I experienced.
right.
This is
And
what I wanted to have.
that's what I want to go see. That's so great. Yeah. And those are all videos from regular Mainers like us, right?
Regular Mainers just like you and I.
I love it. I
Yep.
love it.
Wait, I gotta say that right. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, don't get
Oh,
me going because I can bring it out.
that's funny. That's funny. Well, hey, Leanne, I appreciate you coming on the show. Thanks a lot. This is a great app. Best ways to find it is theothermain.net is your website, correct? And you can find it on the
Mhm.
Apple App Store. If you're running an Android, it's better. I might let you say this. It's better to go to your Vacation Land Inns, right?
Vacationlandinns.com. Right at the top of the homepage, you can download Vacationland Inns app from Google Play Store,
Yeah.
or you can download it from the App Store.
Okay.
The Other Main is built only on Apple devices right now, but
Okay.
it is transferable and be able to pin on Android devices through our Vacationland Inn app in Google Play Store. Just
Okay.
download Vacationland Inn.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
All
then
right.
they have one app with two purposes. They have a place to stay when they're looking to live, work, and play in Maine. And
And the
then
other.
they have, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. They can find
Yeah.
lodging anywhere in Maine on there. So
All right. Perfect. All right. Well,
awesome.
hey, thanks again, Leanne. I really appreciate it. Virtual handshake,
Yes, elbow.
elbow bump.
I'd bring my foot up, but that doesn't work.
Right. All right. Well, hey, everybody, I hope this was helpful. Check out theothermain.net. It's a great app. You'll really, really enjoy it. And remember, if you're going to make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone. Hey everyone, thank you for watching or listening to the Make Maine Your Home podcast. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to subscribe to it, hit the little bell so you get notified when new episodes come on, and share it via Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, or wherever you hang out. And be sure to check out my website at makemaneyourhome.com, and of course my YouTube channel at youtube.com/makemaneyourhome. And as always, remember, if you're going to make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone.